Good day, everybody. My name is Thabo Mthembu, the transformative masculinity facilitator and the outdoor host for the day. And today we have our lovely guest who's slowly going to introduce himself later on. And then we're going to ask a variety of questions in terms of what is it that we're actually going to hold today. So, Minir, good day.
Good day to you and your viewers.
Thank you very much. So, would like to just have a introduction of yourself. Who are you? Which organization you're coming from, and what is it that you do?
Okay, my name is Pule Goqo. I'm the managing director of an organization called Heaven's Defense Force Ministry, which is the co-host of this event, and I'm also the men's sector leader in the province.
Very nice and very interesting. Okay, so if we were to start on with our questions today, can you just tell us a bit more about your journey?
Okay, yo, yeah, my journey is multifaceted.
Yes.
I was born on a farm and migrated to the village.
Okay.
Grew up in a rural area
Okay.
and then ended up in a township.
Nice. You smell like you were actually evolving with it. Yes.
Yes. So, and it all had its own ups and downs. Yeah. On a farm, you grew up during apartheid with the whites, and you learn their skills and you learn how to work with them, and you also learn their weaknesses. Yes. Then you move into the rural area, then you realize that what you learned on a farm is different because in a rural area you're more connected with people.
Oh.
Yes, you are more connected with people, and as time goes by, you move again. So your life has its own ups and downs.
Okay.
Yeah, you realize that when you were young and growing up, there was always somebody higher than a father at homestead. And then that person that was higher than a father in a homestead kept your father at bay to say, you've got boundaries that you don't have to cross. But now you go into areas where your father is expected to be a leader and the utmost person. Now he makes decisions, and some of the decisions he makes are decisions that are not actually healthy. For instance, issue of gender-based violence and intimate partner violence. You realize that at this moment, my grandfather is not there, my grandmother is not there near him, so he's making decision on his own.
Oh.
Yes, and even though he had weaknesses, he's using those weaknesses as though it's a lifestyle. And as a child, you now start having different angers, resentments, and issues that goes on into your life that you are actually not aware. How do you get out of? Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so since today we're actually having this event on this community hall, what decided on this day for this mental health event to be active like this? Like, what inspired it?
Okay. The mental health issue, it's a problem in our community. The mental health issue is still a issue that I'll say is a bit of taboo. It's an issue that makes people not to understand how is it working. And as my journey through life as a facilitator unto men's programs, I realized that most people are suffering from mental illness, but they are not aware. Some don't know how to support. Some are even ignoring or pushing people who are mental ill away as though they are not supposed to be part of the community. Hence, we have come here to say to the community, let's hold hands. Let's hold hands. Let's hold hands and make sure that we bring education and awareness into the community. We want them to come and have a series of sessions.
Okay.
In this series of sessions, we look at how did you grow up?
Oh,
What challenges did you get when you grew up?
okay.
And how did those challenges shape what you are today?
Okay.
Yes, some of the people you find that because when they were young, they were ridiculed. He grew up being a very much bully because he's avoiding to be ridiculed, he's avoiding to be taken advantage of.
And they don't talk a lot about such information, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So hence the program is helping the men to come on the other side to say this is not actually you. Be the real you so that you can understand and grow with yourself.
Okay. So the first one was Mzwakala Mshita.
Yes.
Comes the second one.
The second one is we call it oh, I forgot the name, but in that we've got 5 sessions
Okay.
whereby we talk to men also, especially on issues of gender-based violence. Yes, we call it one man can.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, we are looking basically on the issue of gender-based violence. What is it that makes men violent, and what men can do to avoid being violent?
And changing that whole narrative.
Exactly. So remember, when you have a problem in your mind, it is the same problem that might make you become violent.
Oh yes,
Yes.
yes. That is very true.
Yes, when you are harboring hate, that hate doesn't only end in your heart, it moves to your stomach, it moves to mind, and when it does that, it brings more challenges of mental health.
And that's why people actually end up raising their frustration to people while they don't know what is it that they're actually dealing with.
Exactly.
I actually get that. So, what advice would you give to men or young men out there?
Okay, one is that please go and check your mental health.
Hmm.
Keep checking it. Sometimes ago, I was actually having a challenge with mental health. I didn't know. I simply said, like, you see, in most cases, we'll go for HIV testing on the street.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
people
yes.
will be there and say, let's help them against statistics.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go test and then check ourselves. So I did that. Simply went in to check my mental state, only to realize that I was actually sick and I was taken for a referral to the clinic, and at the clinic they told me, yes, you are even irritable. Things that we never even thought of as a man, to say this man is irritable, is disturbed and irritable, and we didn't know that. So I'm saying to men, go check.
And there are a lot of stakeholders that actually go out there that actually raise awareness in terms of such things. People just have to just engage so that they can actually know what they're actually dealing with.
Exactly. When you have a problem, no matter how small it is, yes, even if you solve it, go check and test yourself. If it didn't leave a mark on you, that might come back to bite you later. So those are some of the things that I want to talk to men about.
Okay, my last question, which will be are such events, just like the one that is made today, relevant to our communities?
This is what the community needs. This is what the community should be having. This is what the community should always engage themselves in. As a community, we shouldn't find ourselves far from such events. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. We actually heard it, and there's a lot of information that we can gain. Just make sure that you actually subscribe and actually get a lot of information. Thank you very much.